Hey, 5 a.m. 5 a.m. You know where you are? Alright. Sitting cross-legged in this chair. Works a little better than it did in my old chair. Ah, fresh coffee. It proved quite the ordeal for Regis. Sacrifice, one might say. But they obtained the last ingredient required for resonance, and the vampire could prepare the concoction. Geralt drank a dose, and visions ensued. Saw Detlef meet and speak to a young bootblack. The Witcher and the vampire set off in search of the boy. Everybody holding up? Yeah, not far. Not far. Yoda, not far. Probably easier to go outside of town.
The Peyran falls victim to his own cowardice. The beast of Beauclair has struck again. Citizens, beware of the beast.
Take good care of yourself.
May not have been a good idea. Am I doing what I said? I guess. Aim to slow the roll.
Saw some dead folk.
Want to share stories? Nope. Stranger danger. Said he saw some dead folk. I figure we had something in common. Yay, 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 yay.
Is it true peasants gotta carve his cows himself nowadays?
Numbers look okay here at the moment.
Well, well.
I feel safer with you around, Witcher.
Okay. Feels safer with Geralt around.
Come this time.
Oh,
Bootblacks don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
It's okay. 7:30 a.m.
So how would you explain it? Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
His father. Witcher. Not your concern. They may back down if we tell them we're a Witcher, but...
All you need to know is, long as I'm here, you're not gonna touch the boy.
Is that so? Then we'll come find him once you're gone.
Try it,
Ruh-roh.
and I'll find you.
Is that a threat?
Yep. Leave the kid be and piss off.
Oh no. No northern sheep diddler insults us. We'll
music.
pummel the swine first, then spank the piglet. Get him!
Oh, God!
We'll break
It's
your
not a
necks.
sword battle? Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Am I allowed to Quen? No. Fair enough. I have to fight 3 skulls. Did they do the buggy thing and go to... Yeah, question mark. Awesome. Well, that's gonna be hard with 3. Not cool.
What's the meaning of this? The brawl? Who started it?
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
At least I boxed a couple question marks earlier. Successfully. But not 3 at once.
Obstructing my investigation.
Understood. Right. A few days in the clink ought to teach them not to impede official duchy business.
Or piss them off and they'll do worse stuff. Not sure.
Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir.
Is that what
Wouldn't
you
be
saw?
looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
What do you mean?
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Really think the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow. So, what say you, sir? Partners?
Well, hell
Think
no.
about it.
What?
Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Wait, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my
No.
boots are clean.
Yeah,
In
don't
this
touch.
city, no boots
No,
are
no,
clean
no, no,
unless
no,
they
no,
just
no,
come off
these-
my stand.
No, they're brand new.
sit,
Don't touch.
please.
Don't touch. Don't touch. Just don't you touch my boots. Don't you touch my boots. Look at them. They're
Something.
perfect.
Who was it you wanted to
No!
ask?
Oh! Get
Tall,
your
elegant black
dirty
frock.
brush off
Not
my
from around
brand new
here.
boots.
A
Stop.
rifle. Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing.
Stop.
Modest sum might make it
I don't
still
wanna
out
hear what you have
loud
to say.
and Clear.
La, 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 la.
Say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind of coin?
I don't like this kid.
Expand my
Stop.
venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
God, this
Got it all planned out.
I should think so.
Kid's
Capital
gonna grow
is
up to
all
be
I
a-
require.
irritating local. Damn it, kid. Leave my boots alone. You're not getting
Not
paid.
about to contribute to your shady venture. You'll tell me what you know, for free.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. As you wish, sir. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't
Good.
know
Oh,
his
no, no,
name.
no, no, no. Leave the right
Steady
one
Peter.
alone.
Gets his boots cleaned every few days. He's very good to me. Always pays me a premium.
Know where I might find him?
No, but you could wait here. Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, could you
Feeling better?
get rid of the kid?
The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if If I might intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
Handled
Geralt
that kid pretty well.
Finding the right approach. That's the trick to dealing with children.
Yeah, saw that. Meaning, the right thing to bribe them with.
Hey Ryan, welcome back.
For you are into what say you stumps?
Okay, Regis, where are we going? Follow Regis through the city. He'll be in front, but you set the pace.
Red door. One the bootblack mentioned. Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Dettlaff, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
Search the toy shop using your CSI Geralt senses.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime. Somebody fixed this recently. No dust mark. Somebody moved this here recently.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Nice little trinket.
Letter to the shopkeeper. Dear Master Shopkeeper, for a long, long time I've been asking my parents to buy me a toy. Mummy always cries and says that we haven't got any money. Daddy gets cross when I ask him. We'll earn some, and once he nearly hit me. My friends have beautiful toys. Laura has a teddy bear, and Michelle has a doll with golden hair that you can brush with a comb. Worry that I will never have a toy. Why I'm writing to you, Master Shopkeeper. I wanted to write this letter to you a long time ago, but I didn't know how to write that. Now I know. You have a pretty toy that other children don't want. I will look after it. It will be happy with me. Please don't laugh at me. I know I'm little, but I also know toys are not really alive. They only live in our imagination, but so what? I would love it very much. Isa. Oh, she's cool. I like Isa. She just wants to take care of a toy. I used to, I had plenty of stuffed animals,
like one of these toys.
but my sister also did, and I would, as a kid, get the sense she was neglecting them, the animals. I mean, I would rescue her stuffed animals. I don't know. Borrow them? Move them?
Attic, let's go.
Something like that.
So this is his nest.
No time to be trying to recall the
look
details,
around.
but...
Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. This
I always
is
feel
a-
like her stuffed animals needed more
Reminds
attention.
me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though.
Oh. It's not related to the vineyard, though. It's Duchess, is it? Something. Geralt. Supposed to know who that is, but I don't really recognize it. Familiar, yes.
Somebody fixed this
Can't
recently.
quite place it,
I
though.
find these puppets rather disturbing.
Suspicious letter. Oh,
Detlef
there we go.
Vander Eretain, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renawed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Detlef killed not of his own accord. A
No.
blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Detlef have any enemies?
Indeed. Detlef gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous. As you well know, having faced Detlef yourself, whoever it is someone new.
Renwed.
Who's Renawed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came round to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Always claimed she'd gone missing. Why did he believe she'd gone missing?
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping. In my humble opinion, she left on her own. Scared off perhaps by a bout of Detlef's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Detlef have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing? And Detlef is so much more emotional than most humans. Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Detlef ever try to look for her?
Detlef ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways, all kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires. not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her tracks, leave no way for him to find her.
Like somebody actually kidnapped her this time.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her, get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more. Tools were used recently. Detloff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
Beautiful. So cool.
Look, slips of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyran, Count Delacroix.
Detloff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detloff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detloff's innocence, clearly.
Well, it seems obvious that it does, but let's examine it for a moment. Everything here, not written in Detloff's hand, points to blackmail. But we don't know who wrote it. Suppose if it were something weird like Regis, Geralt would maybe recognize it. I don't know. It's the ink, right? Not the handwriting. They were talking about the ink. So why are they even asking? All signs point to it being true. Why are they even asking? Maybe in case Geralt wasn't paying attention? Well, I'll go along with this, but interesting possibility. Why would they ask the question if there wasn't something besides the obvious going on? What if it's not blackmail? What if it's only set up to look like blackmail? Well, we'll go along with it, but... Hey, David.
Actually, it is. Dettlaff's being manipulated. Some lunatics turned him into a tool, making him kill.
So it would seem.
So it would seem.
This illuminates a path of action for us. We must find Renowed, render the blackmail senseless. The lunatic or ticks will thus lose hold on Dettlaff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Dettlaff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Dettlaff and I both.
Report to the Duchess about your hunt for the beast. And some quest failed. Let's figure out what quest just failed. Maybe figure out why. Anything else? 44 points available. Failed quests. Search the mill for clues. Oh, right at the beginning. Vision Geralt had experienced after imbibing resonance. He'd also seen a mill. He soon reached this site and explored it thoroughly. After all, Dettlaff had reached himself. The Witcher hoped to find clues that would lead him to the murder. The Witcher had found some interesting clues, yet he decided to continue the investigation elsewhere. Thus abandoned the lead he had found related to Dettlaff's visit to the mill. Oh. Well, it says I abandoned it, so... Wine is sacred. Following what can only be described as a surprising turn of events, the Witcher had no choice but to report to the Duchess. He needed to inform her that the hunt for the beast would be no ordinary monster hunt. Fully aware of the fiery temperament of Anarietta, Toussaint's gracious ruler, Geralt was justified in thinking the meeting would not be among the most pleasant he had ever had. Ah, David, cool. Starting to stream. How does it feel? Good luck with it. How does it feel to turn the switch? Flip the switch. Yeah, turn the switch. Just take that switch and turn it. Guess we continue with it. Can you retry quests? No, but you can load games if you wanted to. If we wanted to back up and go find that lead. I'm not going to, just for the sake of the argument. If we wanted to load a save from before that whole conversation, come back. What triggered it was the last thing. Whatever the last trigger was, we go back before it and go take care of business. Hey, Parahelians. How you doing? Stash. Sunflower field. Yes, spoon. Spoontaneous profits. Don't take candy from a stranger. Spoon. Spoontaneous profits. I wanna... There's still a message board down here I haven't hit, which means a lot of undiscovered locations will also pop up down here. Okay. What special spoon is this? During the white quest, where all the spoons were hanging, where the white could never sate her hunger, there was a spoon key. I think in that quest, a spoon key you could find. And then we had to ask someone about the spoon key. So it has to do with that. Maybe it says in the journal, maybe in the item description, a little more about it. The spoon key. Which one? Look like a spoon. There is one though. It's somewhere.
Master Witcher, spare me a wee moment.
A witcher?
What is it? Dragons?
You'd best behave, friend. You're in Beauclair.
Well, this is not right, but... False teeth. I just took someone's false teeth. Geralt, Geralt, Geralt. Times your kleptomania is out of control. Might have to enter a different building. The one next door, but let's go up. Nice place. Firestone. Bestiary. Entry added. Iramundi is divided into 4 elemental planes. Nice little reading nook. Good point, Ryan. Has anyone actually had kleptomania that was, you know, under control? Oh, look, pastries and cakes. Chocolate souffles. You gonna get mad? They're samples, right? Samples. Free samples.
Hello, fella. Well met.
Hey, Hatrix, welcome back. Good morning, good morning. Must find my way into the building somehow. What? Hey! progress.
and wine are rather suitable.
Ah! Eat, drink, and be merry. Thus spake the prophet Yoda. Wipe your boots before you take another step. Don't slurp your food. Don't eat with your hands. Don't pick your teeth with your knife.
What?
Oh, I'm just jesting. You, sir, clearly were not born in a barn. Welcome to the pheasantry. The best auberge in all the duchy.
It's almost 6 a.m. here. So I'm at that pretty tired phase. Next few hours at least, I'm gonna remain very tired. How about a round of Gwent? And then we can talk about spoons. Yeah, I've started to yawn finally. Used to start yawning at 2 or 3. Didn't start yawning till about 5 today.
I know you're busy, but round of Gwent?
Yes, sir.
Doesn't say
A
anything
sweet
about
shining sun.
Monster deck. Decoy. 1 vampire, 1 Vesemir, 1 fire elemental, 2 crones. So, Geralt, Leshen, Draug, Toad. Need to redraw a crone and another vampire. This is a bad draw. And a Gaunter. Well, that's okay. I mean, we'll see. Monsters versus monsters. That Eredin. Discard 2 cards and draw 1 of your choice from your deck. So if I don't know about the 2 cards that get discarded, but getting a card of your choice from your deck would be. And I even. Hey, Lamia. Good morning, good morning. Uh-oh. Am I too tired for Gwent? Deck. I mean, he is ranged in the monster deck. I want to save this Scorch and use it, and decoy it, and use it again, but I'm not going to have the opportunities for that. Aye, fine, play the vampires. End up playing the Crones and the leader card in this first round, trying to win it. That's a strong monster deck. Unlike that other guy. Had every deck, and you could pick the deck he was going to play. Deck was not strong. Ah, you know what? I could have decoyed something. Middle of the night. Cannot think. Oh. Sure, he's got all the crones, yeah. Really should have decoyed something. Ah, that hurts. We just lost. Lost. Gets to there it goes. Bye-bye. Turn. I do. Let me... There's a minuscule chance of winning the third round. Oh, he played... Oh! We might just have won the game. Might just have won the game. How the hell did that happen? Depends on what card of his state. Oh. Still got his leader card though. Cards too. I don't know how the leader card's gonna work when he doesn't have anything to discard. Throw out 2 and pick 1 from the deck. He could still kill us with the leader. I've seen that in action. Yes! Hold it out of the fire! Hey, McDaniel, what's up? What? Hey, McDaniel, let's not talk Gwent strategy. I have been streaming for 16 hours. I have been up for about 24. Let's not talk Gwent strategy right now. We were talking Gwent strategy 16 hours ago, and 10 hours ago, and 5 hours ago. Right now, let's not talk Gwent strategy. I can't process the finer points of it. I can sort of see my fuck-ups in slow-mo, but... How are you doing?
Welcome to the pheasantry.
What are you serving up today? Spoon like this. When you set a place, where's it go?
My oh my. It seems rather a fanciful bouillon spoon. Or a key of some sort. There's a note here.
Yeah, note led me here. Any idea what the key might open?
Never seen it before. But you might search the cellars. The previous owner left all sorts of knickknacks there.
See you later.
Search the cellar.
Devils take you.
Relax. Old pamphlet. Dear Beaucleroy, wake up! You are being diddled in the derriere by a ruling elite, which plays you like fiddles. Being diddled in the derriere by a ruling elite, which plays you like a damn fiddle. In broad daylight, they have conspired to deprive you of the rightful heir to your throne. It is the Duke's eldest daughter who should take power after his death. Yet he has fed you far-fetched tales about some curse and forced on you, his youngest daughter. Do not stand idle. Do not tarry. Revolt! All those who will not allow such treatment of themselves and their fellow subjects, let them be at the ready. A rightful heiress to the throne might return at any moment, and then she shall need our support. Concerned subject. Smeagol. Louis Circus's cookbook. Smeagol's Circus. Yes. So juicy, sweet. Book contains hundreds of recipes, but instead of the recipe for Beaucleroy rabbit on the last page, there are only a few chaotically written lines. Lebioda's Weeping Wounds. I've scoured dozens of elven manuscripts, and at last, I've found it. I now know what the spoon key I purchased at auction unlocks. It's nothing else but the key to the legendary studio of Ramses Gorthon, the elven priest of the goddess Yanamebi, whose culinary masterpieces remain unmatched by even the best of our modern chefs. If I can find the ruins of this temple, said to be somewhere in the Beauclair forest, I'll find all his legendary recipes. Not to mention the other priceless treasures this Grandmaster Chef must have kept in his kitchen where he perfected his art. The rest of the page is covered with a large, greasy stain. Find Gorthon's studio.
It seems some lonely widow has stolen them after bandits killed our hobby.
My, that is quite the tale.
You can go behind the counter and just take all their alcohol.
Ow!
Excuse me. As if I don't run into enough NPCs. And I'm not doing a 24-hour stream. Way up there, back past the farm.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
I grabbed the quest quest over here I keep seeing.
Is that
Yes.
Geralt? Geralt of Rivia? My eyes were not deceived. Yet so far south. You, sir, of all folk in all your fame.
I have detected
Thank you for the follow.
South,
static.
in all my
Welcome
fame.
aboard.
Oh, I've
Have
heard
you
so
here?
much. Why, when Master Dandelion tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him baying out a ballad in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah, unwelcome little habit of his. But, what can I do for you?
You see, my betrothed, Francois Le Goff, vowed in my honor to bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag?
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor. But alas, Francois has been gone a fortnight. Thus, I must plead with you to see what's become of him. Could you? Would you?
I'm not sure if I heard it in game. Maybe? This Gretore, know anything about it?
This Gretore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle? Judging by the name, guessing it lives in a cave.
Yes. From which it prowls when hungry. By night, when all are asleep, it creeps into villages. Then, of a sudden, breaks open shutters. reaches inside and snatches babes from their cradles so quickly they've not the time to yelp.
Nocturnal, long prehensile arms, intelligent.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth down in a snap, but he's been gone so long. Will you help, sir? I cannot sleep. I fear this worrying will be the death of me.
Well, it would probably be the monster, not the worry.
Get your fiancé back safe and sound. Just, mind telling me where to look for him?
I forget you come from afar and do not know our land. They say Grotore has its lair in the caves at the foot of the Gorgon Hills.
That close to the city? Telling me no bold souls have ventured out to defeat the beast?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have, but none's returned. My concern is well founded.
I see. All right. High time I set off.
High time I set off. Feet as cold as ice. 3 outstanding contracts. One of them is falling behind in levels. Big Game Hunter. But we still have the Tufo monster that I tried to take at level 67 or 8. And it would probably be fine now. Mine is... Hey, Twix, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. Woo. Trying to decide between the main quest and something else right now. I think let's consider. Got 8 hours by the schedule. Go a little over. But if we had 8 hours and there was plenty left for Tuesday and whenever, that would be awesome. So on one hand, I don't want to rush ahead with the main quest line. Could someone, without saying a damn thing about the quests, could someone give me a sense of how far along in the main quest line Wine is Sacred is? Is it halfway? 3/4? More or less? Yeah, Twixor, it's the 30th one. This 24-hour stream is the 30th 24-hour stream. 29 that have come before. The Wine is Sacred. Is that more than halfway through the main quest line? What was the last main quest line action we did? My brain always processes things in a strange way. It's hard for me to just backtrack to the last step. I should be able to. Someone reminds me, it'll all click. What did we just do in the main quest? My brain doesn't process the timeline that way. The White. So we did something, or many something since the White. Shadow Dragon, I had hoped so. It doesn't look like it can. I mean, we finished the NG Plus main story. We finished NG Plus Hearts of Stone. We're going to finish playing through Blood and Wine. What do we do? Start another fresh playthrough? I don't know what we would do for the rest of June. I wanted it to, and I was overly optimistic about how much time we might have. Perihelions maybe are a third. Bull says you're a little over half. Perihelion says not quite half. So ballpark half on the main story, huh? Be careful to do too much. That's all I can say. Well, Twixor, we were thinking about finishing, not trying to, but expecting to maybe finish during this stream, and I don't think we will. I think there'll be plenty. We've got main quest, which we might be halfway through. We've got a bunch of secondary quests, which we're now over leveled for most of, but story, travel, that'll add up to some hours. And a few contracts. And a few treasure hunts still. And a lot of undiscovered locations on the map. We still have a message board I haven't even hit yet. There's one message board. Then there will probably be a lot of undiscovered locations in the area. Still got a couple down here, southern side of the lake. We've got a dozen up here. Half a dozen over in the northeast. Perihelions, no, and I already had one fail. Show you which one failed. Amidst the mill's grist. Failed. I did not search the mill for clues in time. Progressed part of the main quest, and it failed. And over the map. Is there a part of the map? You say scroll over the map one more time. It's kind of a... looking for... Where are we going? Far Cry 2. I've heard great things about it, and I've seen you play Far Cry, Vent. I don't know if I saw you playing any of 2. I definitely saw 3, and you playing some of Primal too. Maybe I saw you playing some of 2. Of course, I haven't played any of the Far Cry games at all.
Quite the fragrant whiff.
Oh?
What is the pheasantry stewing up?
Or work on no player, right, Witcher?
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Move along, nothing to see.
Rolling on an empty stomach. Oh, dreadful.
Rolling on an empty stomach. Roll.
Don't crowd around.
Goes through. Excellent. 2, quite different from the newer ones. More realistic, gritty. Respawning and checkpoints that everybody hates. I don't know. That, I find a lot of shooters, especially... I don't know. Probably not in a good state to ask questions about what I might or might not enjoy. If I get close to playing the Far Cry series, I'll pick your brain about it, Vent, about maybe which to start with, what to expect.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
There's gotta be a way in.
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see.
Best cure for the beast, a Witcher.
Best cure for the beast, a Witcher. Yes. There we go.
preparations.
Geralt of Rivia, Master Witcher.
I was not mistaken. You arrived and trouble followed soon after.
Step aside. Got a matter for the Duchess.
At last, Witcher. We've been on tenterhooks. Did you catch Milton's killer?
Case is more serious than we thought. The beast? I couldn't kill it. Didn't manage.
We sent you after a monster, and you returned with nothing?
Geralt
We
could
are
have
very
put that better.
disappointed.
You could have put that much better.
Situation's not quite that simple. Beast's a powerful vampire.
Ha! Is this a problem? Is it too much for a Witcher? A monster slayer? But everyone knows how to end a vampire. Draw him by trick into sunlight. Or arm yourself with ample garlic and drive a stake through its heart.
Garlic's useless against vampires. Sun and stakes don't hurt him either. Those methods, pure invention. Only work in legends and fables.
And buckthorn? When I was a child, Grandmama Ademarta always claimed buckthorn drives off vampires.
Silver sword's your best option for keeping them at bay. But it won't get the job done, because only a higher vampire can truly kill another of its kind.
Excuses. Ha! Your Grace, I shall assemble a battue. Bring the matter to its end at once. The Witcher need but tell us where to find this monster.
How are you doing? T Street, Leon, what's up? We're just pushing. Uses your grace. Go ahead, let them go to their deaths. Well, say it like that, Geralt. Don't mince words. You're gonna be snippy and sarcastic. At least get the message across. If they go, they will die.
Go ahead. Send them to their death. Certain death.
To a lone Witcher, perhaps. To 40 of my men-at-arms, but another skirmish.
40, 50, 100, doesn't matter. Won't make any difference against him.
You have not seen my guardsmen in action.
Can they fight fog? Hit a target that moves faster than the wind?
How? What creature can do such things?
Creatures like this one. Higher vampires, we call them. Each one's a little different. Unique or exceptional, you might say. Some transform into giant bats. Others communicate with animals, command them.
Yet all are still brainless beasts.
Dead wrong. Thinking of lesser vampires. Alps, Ekamaras, Catechans, for instance. They're ruled by instinct, sure. Attack anything that smells of blood. Higher vampires? They think. They employ reason.
Monsters driven by reason. A curious contention. What, then, do you intend to do?
It's way beyond being some monster. This is a powerful being that's walked the world for centuries.
Yeah, impossible. If so great is their power, why have they not killed or enslaved us all?
Don't usually meddle in our matters. Mostly stay out of our way because they don't care about humans one way or the other.
And they do not fear we shall wipe them out one day.
They'd probably be pretty amused if you asked them that. They're well aware of their strength.
Then what can we do? Do you have a plan?
Sort of.
Try to talk to him. That's our best bet.
I cannot believe this. Her Grace summons a Witcher to kill a monster. Instead, he wishes to chat with it. Ha.
Know what I'm doing. His lover was kidnapped. He's being blackmailed.
Blackmailed? Be so kind as to explain how a vampire might be blackmailed.
Higher vampires? They're like us, motivated by emotions, not instinct. Not only are they intelligent to an extreme, they're emotionally rich. Capable of feeling many things, even love. This one fell in love with a woman, a human, and he'll do anything to keep her from harm.
You do not, I trust, suggest we let Milton's killer go free. Or wait until it murders again. We must render it harmless as quickly as possible.
Free the vampire's love.
Which is why that's my aim now, to prevent further attacks. Vampires only half the problem. Blackmailers at fault chiefly. Kidnapped the woman to control the vampire.
And what do you propose to do?
Here you go.
I'll find the blackmailer, free the vampire's lover.
You were to destroy him, not help him.
No one else should die. That's most important. Soon as the woman's safe, he'll have no more reason to kill.
I admit to being swayed, Witcher. You may be right. Do you know anything about the blackmailer?
Got one lead. A few scraps of paper. Blackmailer wrote the names of the vampire's victims on them. One of them stained. A drop of wine, looks like. So damn little to go on.
You've no idea how wrong you are, my dear. Send for the ducal sommelier. Hop, hop!
Wine analysis. Wine analysis.
In Tucson, wine is sacred. Here there is no such thing as a drop of wine, or stains therefrom. They are stains from a drop of Est, Ervelus, Fiorano.
Your Grace wished to see me?
Witcher, show him the paper scrap. Benoit, can you determine which wine made this stain?
Yes, yes. The west bank of the Saint Latour. That's rather obvious. Aged in barrels of Beauclair oak. Hue, deep burgundy. Clarity, high. It's simple. Saint Real, the 1269 vintage.
That's impossible. The wine is produced at Castel Revello, especially and exclusively for the ducal table. Perhaps some Saint Real was stolen. We must go to the vineyard, see if there's not been an incident.
An incident? Tell me more about this wine.
Saint Real. Never heard of it.
It's highly unlikely you've ever had a chance to partake of it. As I said, it is only ever served to the ducal family.
Didn't stop it from ending up on that scrap of paper. Unless your Grace's sommelier is mistaken.
In matters of wine, Benoit is never mistaken. If he says it's Saint Real, it is Saint Real. We must ride to Castel Revello at once. Discover what has happened.
Wait. Your Grace wants to go with me? Out of the question.
I hope you do not suppose we will sit on our ducal hiney and do nothing while our duchy is in grave danger.
Your Grace, what you propose is far too dangerous. The Witcher should go alone.
It pleases me to see you gentlemen finally agree on something. But I've made my decision. We shall go, accompanied by the best possible escorts.
Quests are so much more interesting than this.
And Geralt. We will travel incognito. We've no wish to give the court any reason to gossip. For the duration of this mission, I release you from your obligation to adhere to court protocol. In short, from now on, I am Anna Henrietta, not your Grace.
Yes, Your Grace. Witcher, are you ready?
Yeah. Yes. Ready. Let's go. Can we go somewhere?
Yeah,
do something? Can you
go.
all stop talking? Can we go?
Excellent. Give me a moment. I must don something more appropriate and concealing. Then we will be off.
Yawns are real. A few more hours and I'll expect the yawns to taper off, but...
This vampire, have you ever faced its sort before?
I have.
How did it end? Did you kill it?
It ran away.
Why do you flee?
Witcher, come back! You're to protect Her Highness!
Protect Her Highness.
Didn't have to fight him. Hadn't killed anyone.
Have you ever heard of anyone defeating such a vampire?
Know of a man who defeated one, sure, but he didn't manage to kill it. Ultimately, only another vampire can kill a vampire.
Panthers have attacked the wagon! We must help!
Stay back, Your Grace! We shall see to this! Back, you beast! Begone!
Okay, are we still alive? Cool.
Help! Save us!
Damn, you're ugly.
Oh! Land sharks!
Help! Save us! Back, you beast!
Oh!
Done. Time to move on.
If not for you, we'd have been done for.
Thank you. You saved our lives.
Hooray!
Hooray! Hi, Roach. Yes, no? Allowed to? Don't respawn. Don't respawn.
Tell me more about this vineyard, Castel Ravello.
It's the best in Ortusa. An old master of the winemaking trade runs it. Fabricio.
He trustworthy?
He's held his post for years. There's never been a problem. Till now. I wish to know your thoughts, Geralt. The Sonreal stain, how did it wind up on the paper? Is someone from the vineyard blackmailing the vampire?
Could be a servant. Could be the steward. Could be the wine was just stolen from the estate.
We shall know when we arrive. It's not far now.
Shadow Dragon, we'll see you later. Take care.
Come on now.
Captain de la Tour, we did not expect any visitors from the palace. How are affairs at court?
Doubtless you've heard of the Beast of Beauclair. Well, we've our hands full. Especially since the rogue last attacked in the palace gardens.
I trust Her
GTA.
Illustrious Highness was not harmed.
Kind of you to ask, Master Fabricio. I am well.
Your Grace? We were not warned. I shall order the salon prepared at once.
That won't be necessary. As you can see, we are not here on an official visit.
Naturally. Might I ask then what has brought you to Castel Ravello?
Here for an inspection. Talk to you.
This is an inspection. We've got questions. You'll answer them.
And who are you, sir, to speak to me this way?
This is Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. He has come to Toussaint on my personal invitation.
Which is to say...
Which is to say, I expect you to treat him with the utmost respect.
Of course, Your Grace.
Did you hear that, Witcher? Fabricio will be delighted to answer your every question.
Want to talk about Sonreal?
I am at your service.
Julian, you just got up. 2:30 in the afternoon. A little tired. Coffee will help. Yeah, I'm spacing out my coffee now. At this point, if I started pounding coffee, Ooh. Got a couple more cups I'll probably have, and that'll be that. I'll have had plenty. Had any wine stolen? How's the wine transported? Got access to the wine, I imagine. He doesn't know about any wine being stolen.
Some of this wine might have been stolen. Just a suspicion we have, but any burglaries lately?
Burglaries? Not to my knowledge. And a few days past, I took stock of the inventory. All was accounted for.
Okay, a few days
The
ago.
barrels lie safely in the cellar. I assure
She's
you.
involved. And access? Who has access?
The Sonreal. How many vineyard workers have access to it?
One might say only I do.
Not like you make the wine all alone. At least a dozen others work here.
I see you've little notion how wine is made. Grapes travel a long road before they become Sonreal.
The workers assist me only to the stage of fermentation. I see to the maceration personally and let no one near the fat. Workers, again, assist me during barreling, but then I seal the aging barrels myself, each and every one.
The wine lies in the cellar, gains character. Once this process is complete, it becomes Sonreal. And as it happens, only I have the key to the cellar in question.
We'll not get anywhere asking questions, I see. It's a waste of time.
Your Grace? How am I to understand this?
Master Fabricio, we have proof someone's gained access to Sonreal. Someone who should not have, which means one of two things.
Morning, Daisy.
Either you lie to our face, or you are an idiot who has had wine stolen from under his nose and not even realized it. In either case, you shall answer for it.
But...
Silence! And listen. I shall inspect the barrels in person, thus giving you time to reflect. When I return, I expect to hear answers. Remind me.
Taking charge.
Where is the Sonreal stored?
In the main cellar, around the corner. I'll show you.
I shall find it. Give me the key to the cellar and wait here.
Oh, of course, Your Grace. Here it is.
Come, Witcher.
So, Kyle,
we shall wait here.
What you're watching here, I'm the only one playing, broadcasting, and everyone else you're talking with, they may be playing games, but you're not seeing anybody else playing the game. There are some channels on Twitch where you might have multiple people playing, but then you might see the screen split. It depends on what is set up, but generally, one channel, one game being played by usually one person, and everybody else is watching, talking. A weird hood shape. I like it. The hood she was wearing with the little pointy bit that was not a full hood. Kind of hung off her hood. I thought that was...
What if Fabricio's blackmailing the vampire? Considered that?
He has his flaws,
I like her hood,
but
yeah.
I would never suspect him of such a thing. He's been very loyal. He owes all he has to me. His father frittered away the family fortune. He left his son an encyclopedic knowledge of wine. That is all. Fabricio lived as a beggar until I appointed him steward of Castel Ravello. Only then did he come into his own.
So where do we start?
How's it
Let
going,
us see
Daisy?
if all
Good?
the barrels are present. There's the inventory ledger.
Hoping to be more awake in a few hours. I don't expect to be more awake for a few hours. It's gonna take a little while. It's just 6:30 here. Till about 9, I'll be zonked.
Vintner's log. Fermentation completed with no complications. Tapped above sediment line. Here it is. Barreling. Everything lines up at first glance. Neatly and thoroughly documented.
Then we must follow our other lead. Benoit said the stain came from the 1269 vintage. Let's find it.
Gee. Buying the 1269. They say you can't multitask playing and keeping an eye on the text. Do you mean me? It's a juggling act. Humans, we like to think we're good at multitasking. We're really not that good at multitasking. So I can play, and I mean, I could run around while looking at my laptop, but I'm gonna run into things more than I already do. And this is a 24-hour stream, so I'm loopy right now. 16 and a half hours. But, yeah, you know, just juggling things best we can. Est 1269. Is that it?
Est. I think everyone and their mother's heard of this wine.
Among the best in the world.
Sangria.
Castel Ravello is famous for it.
Not the Est. We don't want the Est. Or the Fiorano.
Fiorano. Dandelion's favorite. Adores it.
Ah, yes. That sophisticated palate of his.
A short history of Pomino. Wine history. I'm pretty zonked. Not read the wine. It's your favorite. Pomino, 1273.
Got Pomino over here.
We're not looking for Pomino. Barrel tap. We might need a hammer and a barrel tap. I'm gonna go ahead and take it, just in case it comes. Level. No. Good morning, ready to roll, baby. DT, you remember a long while ago, I was talking about new chat rooms coming to Twitch, the ones that allow everyone to better interact. They're not part of Twitch. We were talking about Discord. Twitch is doing things with chat. They have a new whisper system from some months ago. And they are adding more and more stuff. But what we were talking about was probably Discord. Which is an awesome chat platform where we've been keeping up off stream and Oh, hi. Find anything? Closer. 1269. Montreal.
That's the wrong year.
Yes, wrong year. Still looking. Close.
Saint-Réal. Barrels are dated 1268.
Close, but not quite the right year.
Bingo.
Right here. 1269. What now?
Let's see if any barrels are empty.
Wanna open them?
For now, a knock will suffice. If you hear a hollow thud, we will have found what we seek.
Full. This one's full too.
Ready to roll, baby. I'm not thinking very clearly right now. There are sub-commands on the command list.
Full.
But I can't process right now. But if you click on that link that Lamia just linked, you'll find some of them there.
This one's full too.
There's probably some that are already set up that are not on the list. There may be a few on the list that are not currently full. The way it says. Needs updates.
Looks like all the barrels are full. Dead end, I'm afraid.
full they are. The question is, are they full of Sonrial?
Gonna have to tap them and find out.
Tap and the hammer.
I had a
Shall
feeling
open
I was gonna
one
need
by
the tap
one.
and the hammer. I got
Ready.
a tap.
We can start.
And a hammer. Bum bum bum. Let's get drunk.
Step aside.
She's gonna drink them all. She's gonna get drunk. Wine tasting.
So?
I'd recognize this taste anywhere. This one is good.
I missed your question, Kyle, but I see Ryan was giving you an answer. Didn't mean to skip the question. But you asked about multitasking. I miss a lot of chat. Even when I'm not half asleep in the middle of the night. It's easy to miss chat when it's going by. I try to keep up with it. It's not a perfect system. Getting started on Twitch, there's no one way to do it, but keeping a schedule and
Revolting.
doing things to enjoy yourself.
Plonk.
Could have gone
And
several
hoping
while
people
aging.
show up and enjoy watching you enjoy it.
Possible. This is not wine. This is contaminated refuse that should never have made it into a barrel. The fact that it did was no accident, I'm sure.
Master Fabricio. Let's see what he has to say about it.
Master Fabricio, I am very disappointed.
But, Your Grace,
You are a step away from losing your head. Speak the truth and you might yet keep it.
I admit it. I sold a barrel of Sonrial. I beg you to forgive me.
Why did you do it?
I couldn't resist. The sum they offered, it was enormous. I gave in.
Is what I provide not enough?
I wished to buy back my family's estate. For here, nothing is truly mine. I've a roof over my head, ample food to eat, but what is a nobleman without land of his own? I shall tell you everything, if you agree to show me mercy.
Really thought nobody'd find out? Golding is not as important as information.
Who do you sell the wine to?
And we may get to say both.
4 weeks past at the Pheasantry, a rich nobleman approached me. He called himself a diplomat, well connected at court. He suggested we embark on an enterprise. Some of his clients had offered dizzying sums for even a drop of Sonrial. He was to serve as intermediary.
This man's name?
He never revealed it. He was tall, black-haired, and spoke with a foreign lilt. He claimed to hail from Sintra.
I've no Sintrin aristocrat at court.
Do you think you'd get away with
Really
it?
thought nobody'd find out.
I was a fool, very foolish.
Harry.
I beg you, Your Grace, you must forgive me.
That's up to her. How'd you deliver the wine?
Wine itself. How'd you hand it over?
We met under the cover of darkness in the ruins of Fort Astre. A dozen or so men came to collect. Armed men. The kind that stink of trouble. I had hauled the barrel there. They transferred it to their cart, and we went our separate ways.
That's it? That the last you ever saw of them?
That is to say, a few days passed. A messenger arrived. He said they wished to buy another barrel and, well, I've prepared it. Have it ready to deliver.
That's enough.
That's enough.
We're
No
just
one
about
will
at
to
break
know.
time, so after the cutscene, I'll probably
Grace,
break there.
I beg your forgiveness.
Be back in
Get
10
out of my
minutes.
sight. Captain, have your men take Master Fabrizio to the dungeon. He must answer for his crime. High treason the charge. What now, Witcher?
We set a trap. Need to catch the wine thieves. Sentry and Noble could be our blackmailer. Next, transport. I'll take it to Fort Astra. Damien and his soldiers will cover me.
For once, I agree with you. We will do as you say. Let me know when you are ready.
I'll be back real soon.
Need a minute.
Make haste. We await only you.
Perfect. Wine is sacred. Inventory okay? Weight's a little iffy, but we can always drop some of this pound. Break time for me. If you haven't had a break in a while, I suggest you take a break as well. Go stretch your legs, get some fresh air, smoke them if you got them. That's not fresh air, though. Anyways, I'll be back. 10 minutes or so. Talk to y'all soon.